Hello and welcome back to this feature interview. I'm Emily Carrier and I have Rachel Preston, the Assistant Director of Admissions at Emory and Henry, with me on set today. Rachel, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Talk a little bit about what's going on in the admissions department this time of year.
So in the admissions office, this is our main recruitment season. So during the fall, we travel from about the start of September to the beginning of November. We're at college fairs speaking with prospective students and their families. We're doing individual visits to high schools and private schools throughout the country. And then we're also meeting with families on an individual basis if they like, or if there's visitors in the office, we see them as well. We also have several visit days going on, several open houses that students can come and meet with us and see the Emory and Henry campus. And we actually have one of those coming up this Saturday.
You mentioned travel season, so each admissions counselor has a different area that they visit?
Yeah, so we have 7 different counselors in the office. Actually, technically 9 if you include my director and the vice president for enrollment management. But 8 of us travel a lot. And so territories are mostly based off of where we're from. So for instance, I'm from Abingdon, so I have the whole Southwest Virginia area, everything Roanoke down. And then there's different counselors who have like Texas because they're from Texas or that kind of thing. That's kind of how we split it up.
And you the admissions department hosted a private colleges tour last week. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's called the Council of Independent Colleges of Virginia. They invite guidance counselors from across the country. The CICV is this body that's over all the independent colleges in Virginia. And so they invite all these counselors, high school counselors from across the country and independent educational consultants as well, to come and check out these colleges in Virginia. We were lucky enough to be on the tour this year, and I think we were the 8th college that they had seen by the time they got here on Friday. There were 48 of them, and they all loved Emory and Henry, and you helped us out with that as well, so thank you so much for that. But it was just a really great chance to expose ourselves to some different people that might not have otherwise seen us.
So talk a little bit about what it takes to work in admissions. You went to Emory and Henry. Do you pull in your experiences as a student here in your job now?
Absolutely. It's a necessary component of what I do. We have actually, I think 3 alums that work for us in the office now and 4 people who didn't graduate from Emory and Henry, and they pull in their collegiate experiences as well. But I talk about my experience all the time with relationships with professors. For working in admissions, I think that you really have to have 3 things. I think that you need to have a love for talking to different people, meeting different people all the time. You got to have guts. Recruiting is not easy, and so I think you have to have guts and the willingness to go after people. And then the 3rd thing is being able to juggle a lot of different things at different times.
Right. Are you all juggling any changes in your department this semester, staff or objectives?
We actually have 4 new counselors. So we have 3 veteran counselors and 4 new counselors. So I'm kind of outnumbered. But we trained them this summer, and they're out on the road now doing wonderful things. So that was a big change for us. And they're all very good at what they do. We do have something called early decision now. We did have it last year, but we're even more applying it this year. So early decision, if students know they want to come to Emory and Henry and it's their first choice, they can go ahead and go early decision and make their commitment early with us. And it really helps get the enrollment process started early for them. And it's great for us, great for them. So Emory and Henry wins either way.
Now, I've heard a rumor about a new travel compensation for high school seniors. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's something different we're doing as well. I don't have any real final details about that, but basically what we're going to do is, I think people that are within, out of a certain radius of where we are, something like 100, 200 miles, we're going to give them a $100 compensation, I believe is what it is, to help them pay for gas or overnight accommodations if they had to come from far away. And it's just really going to help that many more families be able to visit campus. Visiting campus is obviously a huge component of getting people to enroll, so that's what we're looking to do.
So talking about enrollment, how are our admission, retention, enrollment rates this year?
Admission, I'll talk about admission first. Admission, so we have this goal that we need to meet every year for students that enroll, for freshmen that enroll and transfers. We met that. Our goal was 320, and we actually had 322, so that's awesome. With that, we increased the overall GPA of the incoming freshmen for about 1/10 of a point. Ethnic diversity increased, ACT and SAT scores increased, so very happy about that. And we got a great amount of diverse the population for incoming students. Retention rate, I think it's been shared with everyone on campus that we did have 100 students leave. That's not a department I specifically work with. Anywhere from year to year, about 75 to 140 students leave, depending on what year it is. So 100 is a really big concern for us, and for the whole college. And the president's office is still doing a lot of research to come up with why those students left, because it's really important for us to know that and try to address those issues.
Right. Well, in terms of those quality and quantity of students, does the admissions department have a 5 or 10-year goal looking forward?
Yeah, we would like to have at least 1,200 students with the 5 to 10-year goal. It's going to take a little time to have that. Of course, that doesn't happen overnight, but we've increased our overall enrollment goal. We're looking to increase our goal from this year from 320 to 350 students, and obviously still working as a college as a whole to keep the students that we have here now. So and over the years that goal will increase as well.
Well, Rachel, I know you were instrumental in my decision to come to Emory and Henry.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for being here today.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for watching. This has been your EHC TV feature interview. For Rachel Preston, I'm Emily Carrier, and we'll send it over to Tweet, Pray, Love with Cole Conley.